I didn't know Charles Barkley could pass like that.
That brilliant pass from Barkley.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? It's Terry Knight in Tune Ties Life. I'm about to be reacting to Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, and MJ for the flu game. So the first video is going to be Larry Bird versus Charles Barkley. I think it's mostly Larry Bird highlights. It's Larry Bird shooting exhibition versus Charles Barkley. Should be a good video. Yeah, Larry Bird's hard to guard. Charles Barkley is like 6'4", 6'5". If he's guarding Larry Bird, it's probably going to be a tough matchup because he's going to be shooting over him the whole time. His fundamentals is just pure wizardry. It's crazy because the way he gets to the spots, the way he uses his footwork and the change of speeds, and he's very calculated too. He's not the fastest player, so I feel like he uses his size well. He uses his fundamentals well, and he excels. And that's an understatement. So Dominique Wilkins said he's probably the hardest person he ever had to guard. Dominique is about 6'7", 6'8". Bird is still shooting over him. That was his problem. That was Dominique's problem. And then Charles Barkley's like 6'4", 6'5". He plays like he's 6'10", 6'11", but it's like that's not really going to change anything if you have to guard somebody. The height difference is still there. So he still has a good reach over him to shoot over him. So he probably had some problems. Charles Barkley can play the floor game, but when he rises up, it's a wrap. So, yeah, I'm about to get into it. Let's get it.
By McHale. Bird on a cut for two. Good look by Dennis Johnson.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Bird open for the jump shot. Well, Barkley, as wide as he is, has trouble fighting through or around picks. Dawkins, nice little move. Larry, open again. Picks again. He could have a field day. Tied at 20. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first. Bird popping out again. Larry stays hot. Larry Bird is 5 of 5. Well, Barkley can't go out and get him. Mahorn will not go out and get him. He ought to be able to have a field day out there. Bird still hasn't missed. Well, there's Mahorn.
Yeah, so like I said, he's just shooting over people at this point. He's getting into his pocket. He's raising up. It's almost like like what Kevin Durant was doing for his whole career, or has been doing for his whole career. Just shooting over people, but getting to his pocket, making sure he's set up square to the basket, and he just releases it. And his release is very quick. So even if you can get up there, and it's probably gonna take you some time to get up there because it's like he has the ball first, and he's really good at getting around screens or getting open, moving without the ball. So it's like he already beat you to the spot, right? He gets in his pocket. He's raising up. You have no time, basically. And even if you're there, even if you get to him, even if you're playing good defense, he still has that reach on you. Your hand is not really going to matter. He's shooting over you. He doesn't see your hand. He sees the rim. He sees the basket is going in. So, yeah, Larry Bird, he didn't really have to do too much. But when he had to play good defenders, you could see he got creative. When he got to the playoffs time, he got creative. And he can use his handle in a way too, but in this game he's not even dribbling the ball on some Klay Thompson stuff. So it's like their offense is so good, they know how to get Larry Bird to his spots. And Larry Bird beats his defender to the spot, raises up, and it's like it's unfair. It's going in anyways. Like, don't even try at that point. So I mean, you're gonna have to try, but you have to make it harder for him. But he's still gonna score. It is what it is.
Bird again. That was a good switch by Thornton that time. He got there quickly, but Bird hits anyway. Here's Bird. Little fake on Thornton. And then Thornton with the left hand, just not mobile enough to stay with the timing of and the rhythm of Bird's shot. 6:34 to go in the half. Dennis Johnson in for Charles Smith.
See if Larry's still hot.
Oh, yep. Attested if you're going to double team down there.
Bird again. Got it again.
Boy, look at that. Barkley never even this.
Celtics by 4. Bird pops out. Comes up, shoots. Hits the jumper
Yeah,
outside.
it's not even fair. You just get to the spot and
First
it's
half
up.
for Bird.
Barkley can't even put a hand up.
He's got 26 at
Quick.
halftime. 10 of 13. Make it 11 of 13 from the floor. So Larry in the book for the three-point play contest.
You know what I'm going to say?
McHale leaves it for Bird. Wide open again.
Well, a little penetration by the big guy, McHale.
Coming through in the baseline.
That should have been an illegal defense.
Larry Bird continues to just light it up.
There it was, a swing of the ball, and the defense had caved in around Kevin McHale.
Bird hits the three. Well, Smith in a crowd. Leaves it for Klein. Out to Bird. Larry kind of in between and buried it.
Shooting clinic, man. Shooting exhibition. And that's an understatement because all he's doing is getting into the pocket. He's setting his feet. He's getting around the screens. He's moving. The defender is overcommitting. He's taking that first step, that quick first step, side step, and shooting. That was a long two, but he still got the bucket. It still counted. Still got 2 points. So his 3-point shot, his release is super quick too. He doesn't even have to shoot threes. It's all middies, all game, all day, and that's within their offense. So he was just perfect within their offense. If he wanted to be like a Klay Thompson, he'd be that. If he wanted to be a Luka or a Jokic, he'll do that. He'll play that game. If you want him to go full-fledged Larry Bird, I'm going to do everything possible to score on you. He's going to do that. Like some games, he doesn't have to do too much. He can go through screens. He can, I guess, get the ball and just raise up and shoot over you because he's 6'10". Like he's gonna get the job done. Like there's some games where it's like it's not as appealing to watch because he's just catching and shooting. I feel like it's entertaining, but you're not going to see a lot of flashiness when it comes to players that damn right cannot guard him, and there's nothing they can do about it. Like if you have players that are shorter than him and it's a mismatch, he's going to take advantage of that. He's not going to waste any time. He doesn't have to do he doesn't have to do too much. He doesn't have to dribble the ball. He doesn't have to put it on the floor. He's going to get it done. He's going to raise up and shoot over you. So yeah, that's what it is. That's Larry Bird, man. Larry Bird.
Well, he had to really take
Larry Bird at one point in the game hit 10 in a row and just was immense from start to finish.
Well, he was the go-to guy today because he had it going and nobody could get out there and play him on the picks. Anderson was the only guy that was within hailing distance of Bird coming off those picks, so that he was bound to have a big night.
Yeah, so Larry Bird, honestly, he's one of the greatest shooters of all time, all around. Even if he was shooting mid ranges the whole time, it's like his efficiency in that game. Like I know it's highlights, but you could tell by the way he's shooting. He's getting to the pocket. He's getting rhythm. He's not missing a lot of shots. He had 41 points off of just mid range shots coming off the screen, getting the ball, taking a one step to the side, but it's usually like a quick first step, and he gets by you, pulls up for the mid range. If you overcommit, he's gonna take one quick dribble to the side, and you're gone. You're out of the position. He's gonna shoot it. He gets a 3-point shot. He's right into the pocket, quick release, and if you get to him, it doesn't matter. He's 6'10". So yeah, Larry Bird is a different individual. Honestly, he is. But we're going to react to the next video. Let me remove this off the screen. And then take this off. So the next video, let me see what it is. But yeah, that was a great video. Larry Bird, he could really shoot the ball, and that's an understatement. He could really shoot that thing. And there's nothing you can do about it because nothing you can do about it because he's so tall. He's taller than most players at his position. He played like the small forward, power forward position, but when he had small forwards guarding him, all he had to do was take you in the post, do his spin around or spin off of you, and get into his finishing, or spin off of you and go right into the shot, or go around the screen and put his shoulder right to his teammate and get close to the picker, catch the ball off the screen. He's still trailing him, rises up, and he shoots all the way back here, so you can't even reach to him. If you try to block it, it's probably going to be a foul. So it's like it's very tough to guard Larry Bird. That guy is, he's next level, man. But yeah, we're gonna react to Michael Jordan flu game. We're gonna react to the highlights. This is definitely one of those iconic games. Probably one of the most famous highlights and famous games of all time. Is a historical moment. He even has a shoe that's named after this game. So like this is definitely one of those games. Sick. I already went through the whole process of talking about the health and the background on this, about Michael Jordan and what he had to go through physically, because there was a doctor that broke it down. So it even allowed me to appreciate even more what he was able to do in that game, and play the same game that he plays all the time. Like, he was still prime Michael Jordan. He was still looking like prime Michael Jordan, but he was weak, but not when he touched that ball. When he was in front of you, you just get in that bucket. I don't understand how he was still doing it, but it was crazy. He was still getting to his regular pull-ups, crossovers, get to the lane, finish over you, all of that, dunking, all of that. All that Michael Jordan-esque type of game, he was getting to that still, even though he was food poisoned. He went through food poisoning, so it's crazy. So we're about to react to. I'm back from the long intermission. I'm probably just gonna try to cut up the stream or whatever, but we back about to react to flu game highlights from Michael Jordan. It's a throwback. GD Factory Clips presents the throwback. Michael Jordan, let's get it. Flu game.
If he can be effective, the Bulls need more of Michael in the post, even if he has to back it in. He can get his own shot against anybody or find one for a teammate. And more of this, set that pick for Jordan. It creates driving space. Utah has trouble defending pick and roll just like everybody else. And get him on the move where he has a chance to get fouled. No free throw attempts in game 4 for Jordan. And all
range there. I just don't think Carl had any idea what the shot clock was.
Jordan trying to slip it, and then turn it back and hit. So Michael Jordan, despite visibly shaken by the flu 7 and Chicago 2.
Marv, Utah's got the quick start that they needed to keep the crowd into it.
And Michael Jordan able to line drive it home for his second field goal.
But still out there giving an effort, getting high in the air as he goes to the baseline for the jumper. Then comes up short on this as the leg showing a little effect. Never got a good look at the basket there. And this time coming off under.
The fact that he's able to have a high energy game and get into his pull-ups, get into his regular stuff that Michael Jordan does as the GOAT, as the best player in the NBA at that moment. The fact that he's able to perform at that level in the finals, it's that competitive, and he's not feeling well at all. Like, it's not even a situation where it's like he's like under the weather a little bit. It was called again, food poisoning. So it's like, the fact that he had to go through that, like, are you gonna go to work if you have food poisoning? No way. You're going to the doctor. You're going to the hospital. Like, you're trying to figure that out and try to get through that situation, because it's not a normal situation. You don't know what could happen to you. You don't know if you can if you could have a near death experience. You don't know that, but he's going out there and playing against the best players in the world at that moment. Not even in a regular season game, in the playoffs. 2-2. Like, it's tied right now. This is a crucial game, and he's still playing in the game right now, and he didn't take it off. It's crazy. And the fact that he's able to perform and have like 38 points, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. His fundamentals too, you could see just getting off the screens. And I don't know, it just seemed like he had a different type of energy to him. Like you could tell he was really trying to push. He was getting quick to the spots too. I don't even know how he's moving like that. God really gave him the will to play and get the job done, because it doesn't really make any sense how someone out there like that's has the flu. Not really he didn't really have the flu actually. He was sick from the food poisoning, but yeah, it's crazy to watch. Even from the last video, we talked about this. It was a doctor that went through the whole thing, went through what he was going through in his body. You could like really tell that Jordan was very bothered. Like what he was going through, he was vomiting all night. He'd even show up to shoot around. That's not likely for Jordan. Like especially when it's in the game. This game 5? It's not likely. He's gonna show up to shoot around probably before everybody else. He's probably gonna be there an hour before. He had food poisoning, so it's crazy. It's crazy. It's still work though. Crazy.
Jordan being played by Russell. Hopper for 3. Yes. Ron Hopper from downtown. It's the red hot opening quarter. Chicago just 5-15. Michael Jordan is back, putting the move on Chris Mars. So Jordan has 6 points, 3 of 6.
Michael Jordan coming out, resting the last couple of minutes of that first quarter. Just a little right to left move to easily shake Chris Mars.
But then Michael Jordan has had to carry so much of the load as Hornacek back-to-back horrible turnovers for Utah.
And Jordan puts moves on Hornacek. And Pippen able to glide in for the rebound. Jordan finding Longley. And the Jazz now leading by just...
Let's play basketball.
Evans came over to join Dan Crawford because Stockton and Harper were pushing on the lineup. Jordan to the crossover. Yes.
Utah has trouble defending pick and roll.
Run.
Well, there's a theory that if you're hurting some or not...
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're gonna rewind that real quick.
Evans came over to join Dan Crawford because Stockton and Harper were pushing on the lineup. Jordan to the crossover.
Yo, the fact that he's getting to these dribble moves, like that takes energy. And Russell is not a bad defender. Jordan just makes him look like a bad defender. It's crazy. It's like he just makes him look crazy. The amount of game winners he had, the amount of highlights he has against Russell, it's warranted though, because Russell was talking that trash when Michael Jordan was retired. But the fact that he's able to get to that one dribble through the legs, he did it so quick, seamlessly, like and it's right into the pocket, cash, and he just did it perfectly, and it got Russell going that way. Russell really believed he was going into that mid-range, maybe taking a mid-range or driving to the basket in the middle of the key, but he really brought him all the way over here into the middle of the key and quick through the legs. And the fact that you're able to do that based off of how he's feeling, oh my gosh, I don't understand what type of like mode he tapped into. It doesn't make any sense to me. I never was food poisoned ever, so I wouldn't know. But I'm assuming it's worse than actually just having a regular flu. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's poisoning. He was poisoned. His body is disturbed, and he's going out there and disturbing ankles. Like, it's crazy.
Yes. Not bad for a guy playing with a 13-2 run.
Well, there's a theory that if you're hurting some or not feeling particularly well,
you don't care.
It heightens your awareness and concentration. You take a little more effort with the mind.
In the second quarter, it's down to a 3-point Jazz lead. And the steal by Jordan. Put it behind the back on Russell. He turned it around and fed it to Pippen. Tipped home by Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan.
John Stockton out of control. Passing on the move right into the hands of Michael Jordan with Scottie Pippen filling the lane for the nice finish. And Jordan not taking anything for granted, finishing off. Stockton in all kinds of trouble. Tries the Dennis Rodman flop. Doesn't get the whistle there. Jordan's in the line.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, I'm told by the Jazz players that Jerry Sloan really threw a tirade at halftime, screaming at them, unhappy that they were up 16 and then lost the lead. Said we need more defense, transition, keep them off the boards.
Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3 fouls. Has to play very smart here.
Nice pass. Jordan to the cutting Longley. And the Utah lead is down to 2.
Oh, the best job by Luke Longley.
It's on Hopper, his third.
Karl Malone coming to double team, and Rodman just did a good enough job of getting in the way of Greg Foster to enable.
And mistimed by Ostertag, looking for the tip. Chicago down by 2. Jordan got the step. Jordan has tied the game at 63 to beat.
Like, his athletic ability too is showing. Like, I know for Jordan, that's probably light work. He didn't really have to get off the ground, but to wrap around a player like that, that takes energy. I know I'm gonna say this all the whole video, but I have to appreciate what Jordan is doing here, especially the way he is getting into these lanes and maneuvering around people when he is sick to his stomach. Like, man was throwing up the night before. I don't understand. I really don't get it. I mean, it's Jordan. That's all I can say to wrap my head around it. That's the only way I can make it make sense that he was able to do this, because he doesn't look like he's sick at all. Only when he's jogging back, but when he has the ball in his hands, he just gets into a different mode. He just locks in. I don't get it. I don't get it. As a basketball player, when you're sick, okay, you go out there and play sick. All right, but if you're throwing up all the time, it must be adrenaline. It must be. The adrenaline, like, he probably doesn't feel it at that moment when he's like, he has the ball in his hands and he's focused. And he's like, okay, I need to make a play for my team. He's probably not thinking about how bad he feels, like, or if he has to throw up, or I feel like running up and down and stuff like that, and being in that type of atmosphere, you snap out of it quick, which is kind of crazy, but he was able to do it, man. These plays are insane.
The Blazers 4 games to 2. That was their second of 4 times. It is 2-2 right now in this game number 5.
We're getting time mid-range.
Cuts it to a 5-point Jazz lead. Game Marcus Morris with 11 points off the bench. Jordan, yes. The Jazz 77 and the Bulls 71, with Jordan able to come up with it on the deflection. Jordan fires for the
Trey ball,
and he's tied the game at 77, and he did it in casual form.
Poise, confidence, discipline. The exchange between Pippen and
discipline,
Jordan.
to say the least.
Twice. Right
Clean,
back.
get it back.
You do it, big
Free
guy.
ball.
Pump fake, freezes the defense. The jumper, net. Then he staggers back to the bench, near exhaustion, ready to fall over. He's got his team tied now. Where is that bench? He gets there and sits back, and they put the ice bag on his neck.
Led by 1. Russell on Jordan. And Iverson cheating over. Shot clock at 7. Jordan shooting. Yes. Chicago 79 and Utah 77.
But wants to really drive, but not a good enough spacing by the rest of the Chicago Bulls. But just that little shake was able to get Brian Russell on his heels. Michael just laid.
NBA Finals game was Game 4 of the '93 Final Series against the Phoenix Suns. Michael Jordan with 55 points, 21 of 37 from the field. The 55 tied Rick Barry for the second most points scored in a Finals. Elgin Baylor scored 61 against the Celtics for the Lakers back in '65. In recognition of this classic moment, the Miller Brewing Company will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. To check up on the condition of Michael, just did it with 2 on the shot clock.
Pretty efficiently too.
Jazz lead. Bulls have missed their last 6 shots. Jordan, yes, but Jazz by 1.
And Michael Jordan on the move, beating Russell to the right, hanging in the air, and finishing that shot off.
5. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen backing Hornacek. Here's Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan in the 4th quarter.
That's hard to believe that you could lose track of time and score as Karl Malone in there right next to Pippen. He does have 5 fouls. No excuse. Should have committed one there.
Michael Jordan playing on heart and spirit. The missed free throw here. Everybody standing there. And then the furthest guy from the ball, Michael Jordan, comes up with it. And then he backs it out. They post up Scotty. And then for no reason, they double team Scotty down low and leaving Michael Jordan. He knocks down this 3, gives him the huge lead. And then the total exhaustion on the bench. Michael Jordan sucking air, got the back massage from Scottie Pippen. I think Chicago just fouls right here, makes it a free throw game.
3 games to 2 lead. They win it 90-88. A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
Wow, that was great. Oof. Just to see that, man. I feel like the muscle memory is just so locked in. I feel like he's done that so many times. The moves, the way he maneuvers through the defense, the way he gets to his spots. I feel like that was just second nature to him. And it just got to a point where it's like, it doesn't even matter if he's sick. It doesn't matter. Like, he has the ball in his hands. He knows what to do with it. No matter what type of what type of like sickness or whatever he's going through at the moment, it doesn't really matter. He's gonna get to his spots. He knows how to pick apart Russell's defense. And the Utah Jazz, he knows how to get through their defense. He did little things where it's like he's not wasting too much energy. You could tell he shot some threes. He was very smart and strategic about it. He just got through the game, and he just ended up with 38 points from just being smart and using his intelligence as a basketball player. I think that's all that happened. Him running up and down the floor was probably one of the hardest things after getting the bucket. Because when you have that adrenaline, okay, I need to get a bucket. I need to get a bucket. I need to make the right play. I need to facilitate. You know what I'm saying? That's in your head. But once you do that and you have to run back and get back on defense, I could tell in his face. That's the only time where I could really tell where you could see he's physically disturbed. And then when they had timeouts, he looked like he was about to pass out, throw up. Like he looked like he wasn't supposed to be there. Like he needed to take a rest. But when he got the ball in his hands, it looked like any other time that Jordan was playing. Just pure fundamentals, pure greatness. Just absolutely, like, you can't do anything about it. He's going to score on you no matter how he feels. So, yeah, that was a great stream. That was a great video to react to. Let me know what videos you want me to react to. Recommend them. I'm trying to get to the truth about prime Larry Bird. but I was having technical difficulties, so I'm gonna try to get that out for you guys, figure it out what I could do. But yeah, we're gonna get we're gonna be out of this. I'm gonna sign out. And I'm gonna say a prayer. Name just I pray whoever's watching this video, stay blessed from the crown. I pray for them to be blessed from the crown that has the soles of their feet. Allow them to have a great life. Allow them to not fall into the evils of this world and to give into anger. As everybody goes through anger, but we need to be slow to anger. If we get angry at some point, allow us to ask God to give us strength. And to understand that there's problems and we need things to work on. And as long as we know that we need Jesus and we're nothing without Jesus, then we'll be fine and we'll gravitate to God and to be obedient to Him and to serve Him and to be selfless as possible and to put Him at a pedestal and prioritize Him all the time. That's the main thing we have to worry about is Jesus. And I'm building a great relationship with Him and spreading that to the world. So I name just pray allow everybody to be bold and do that and to be blessed and allow their family to be blessed also and bless their mental health. Jesus' name I pray, amen. So stay blessed, stay lit, and I'm out.
Snap. I didn't even know Charles Barkley could pass like that.
That brilliant pass from Barkley.